Hello, this is Dr. Sridhar Mote here with through this YouTube channel. I am introducing contract management series of lectures. I'm a PhD in contract management with 35 years of experience in construction industry, both in government as well as in private. Here, the lecture series on contract management I am presenting through this YouTube channel specific to infrastructure contracts, that is construction contracts. I have been teaching this contract management as a subject as a visiting faculty to various premier teaching and training institutes. Also, I authored a book titled Infrastructure Contracts and Management, which has been published by the renowned publisher of law books, ASIA Law House. I'm going to give a glimpse of this book. This book can be ordered online through Amazon. The link is given. Also, it is available in online stores and also stores of ASIA Law House at various locations. This is the book. It has been received well by the industry, and it is covering the various aspects and topics related to infrastructure contracts and their management, ADRs, alternative dispute resolution methodologies, arbitration Act, Contract Act, also performance related issues related to construction contracts. Please keep watching this lecture series in this YouTube channel on various topics pertaining to contract management, like how the contracts are formed and made, that is making and forming of contracts, important provisions of Contract Act, issues on performance and contractual obligations, general conditions of contracts, standard form contracts followed in various government departments like CPWD, NHI, MES, railways, like this. Also types of contracts and FIDIC model contracts, variations and change in scope of works, issues related to that, delays, extension of time related matters, and also hindrances, construction law, statutory compliance, taxation issues, miscellaneous topics like breach of and damages as per section 73, 74, 75 of the Contract Act, and also liquidated damages, penalties, limitation issues related to construction contracts, ambiguities, how the ambiguities are resolved, and what are the golden rules of interpretation of the ambiguities, and also other such trivial issues and topics I'm going to cover in this lecture series. Please keep watching this. The first in the lecture series is on the general introduction related to the construction industry and the issues and challenges faced by the construction industry professionals. As we all know, construction industry is the second largest economic activity in our country. Agriculture is the primary and the first source of employment generation in our country, which is providing direct livelihood to around 10 crores of families. Ours is also agricultural based economy. Compared to this, construction industry is the second largest in terms of employment generation. It is estimated that construction industry provides direct and indirect employment more than 3.5 crores of population in our country, not only in construction sector, but also related allied industries. As we all know, construction industry supports around 250 types of different industries like cement, steel, structural steel, paints, hardware, sanitary, water supply, so many like this. You can say that not only the engineers and laborers, so many hardware, petty merchants, traders, skilled technicians, plumbers, skilled and semi-skilled workmen, involved in the construction activity are earning their livelihood. So after agriculture, this is the second largest employment generation in our country. After this economic liberalization that happened in 1990, there is a phenomenal growth in infrastructure development in India. Till 1990, the growth of infrastructure was only restricted to government sector, wherein the budget and funding was provided by the government. But after this economic liberalization, there is a lot of spurt in development of infrastructure, like construction of new highways, roads, widening of the roads, housing and real estate projects, buildings, commercial buildings, real estate projects, metro projects, urban infrastructure works, metro, rail, airports, ports. So many activities are going on, and a lot of expansion and creation of infrastructure projects is being done in a big way. Also, earlier, the mode of execution was only the public funding. Funding and budgeting was done by the government sector, but with the more investments in the private structure, PPP mode of projects, that is public-private partnership, means in earlier conventional mode, the funding was done by the government, and with the government support, budget allocations, the projects were executed. Since there was a big push in development of infrastructure, there has been a need to involve the private sector also. In PPP mode of projects, as we all know, the funding is done by the private, means the contractor, the contracting firm, besides taking the responsibility of executing the project through EPC mode or say in development mode, it also undertakes the responsibility of funding the project, means it takes the finance from the lenders and it collects the revenue by operating the facility up to a designated period. At the end of the concession period, it handovers the facility to the public. That is a PPP mode of project execution. Also, because of this growth in infrastructure development, not only the standard form contracts, international FIDIC model contracts are also coming in operation in our country. As we all know, FIDIC is a French acronym and a short form of it reads as Fédération Internationale des Industriels Councils, means in English it is International Federation of Consulting Engineers, an international body of consulting engineers located in Geneva, Switzerland. FIDIC popularizes the various forms of contract models. It publishes the model contract conditions for various types of contracts like item rate contracts, design and build contracts, EPC contracts. Each contract model is coded by a color, that is a red book is for item rate, silver book is for EPC, like that. And also it organizes the seminars and training programs for popularization contracting models and contract conditions. FIDIC is internationally acknowledged since it is a two-sided and unbiased approach, having a fair and equitable treatment both the parties to the contract. In next upcoming lecture series, we will also discuss in detail about the FIDIC model contracts and what are the end-using terms and conditions and what are the advantages. We will see next. Again, if you see the statistics, in the next 5 years, the expenditure in infrastructure sector development is going to be to the order of 8 lakhs crores per annum. If you compare, it is only now 3 lakhs crores per annum, means there is an increase up around 2.5 times over the present level of spending, means there is a lot of push and increase growth in infrastructure development in the contract and also the contracts. But irony is many projects at the present day are undergoing time and cost overruns presently. As per a report, around 84% are the projects presently are undergoing time overruns, which eventually result into cost overruns. Every year, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation in the central government publishes the data regarding the projects and status. In last year, it is a disheartening note that many projects have undergone time overruns, and the cost overrun is approximately to the tune of around 30% of original budgeted cost. That is a very unfortunate scenario. Because of this, present day contract management is resulting in complex issues and challenges. It is worth to note that present day the construction industry is facing huge claims and disputes to the order of around 1 lakh crores. It shows that there is a spurt in construction, but with the increase in litigations, the harmonious growth of construction industry is hampered because of this unresolved disputes and claims. It is inevitable that now we should inculcate good contract management practices for handling these challenges so that the growth in infrastructure will be smooth and unhindered. For this, understanding the contract management and its fundamentals, we must understand that projects, though executed, they are not executed in isolation. All projects invariably are executed through legally binding contracts. Means the employer department invites the bids, scrutinizes the bids, awards the work to the successful bidder or a contractor, and execute a contract. We will be seeing that almost all the major projects are executed by signing a legally binding agreements between the employers, owner departments, and the contractors. So when a legally binding contract has been executed, in the sphere of which the project is executed, one must understand the rights and obligations created by the contract between the parties. So, contract management is a distinct skill which is different from project management. This involves technical as well as legal knowledge. Technical means that is related to the domain. Suppose I am doing a road work, I must know the technical specifications, technical work, measurements, everything related to the road works. So, technical for the domain, for the type of work, and legal because for administering the contract, one must possess the legal knowledge also. So, a contract management basically involves technical as well as a legal knowledge, that is called a techno-legal knowledge. The project teams at all levels, the engineers and the professionals, need to be aware on the techno-legal issues for successful and efficient contract administration. Across the industry, there is an imminent need to impart skills and knowledge on contract administration to engineers and professionals at various levels involved in the projects. With this objective, I am presenting the lecture series in this channel covering various topics related to the contract management and dispute resolution function. For any support or help in management of infrastructure contracts, you can reach me at this email ID. Thank you. Please keep watching this YouTube channel and also subscribe it, popularize it, and inform your concerned friends and other stakeholders involved in construction industry and construction trade to watch this YouTube channel for enlightening on contract management lecture series. Thank you all.